So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to draw a grid. This is going to be a simple 1x1 inch grid, and we're not necessarily going to use it for anything right now. I just want to continue on the theme of dividing space with light guidelines into a variety of different kinds of spaces, so that later on when we address using a grid as a tool, you already understand how to create the grid using light guidelines. Okay, so I'm starting off with a 1-inch border that I've already measured out, and I didn't use anything to the left of the perforation as part of my measurement. So from the perforation in is 1 inch, right? And this is 1 inch. So this is a 1-inch border, right? And within that 1-inch border, I'm going to draw a 1x1 inch grid. The easiest way to draw a measured grid is to line your ruler up, right? Keep in mind the ruler does not start, the 1 inch does not start at the edge of the ruler. But if you line your ruler up with the left edge of your border space, you can go ahead and mark off every inch all the way across at once. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and do the same thing on the bottom. And I'm going to mark off from the bottom left edge all the way across 1 inch spaces all the way across. Okay. So I have stitch markers that are 1 inch apart along the top and stitch markers that are 1 inch apart along the bottom. And now I'm going to connect those lines. And again, these are just guidelines. So you see how I'm holding my pencil? It's lightly just kind of held in my hand. I'm not gripping really hard. And then I'm just going to drag the pencil along the edge of the ruler. And the line stays nice and light. It's too light for you to see. Okay, so I'm going to pull the camera in closer. Okay, so some of the paper's being cut off, right? But I wanted the camera to be in closer so that you can actually see the lines as they're being drawn. Again, you're just dragging your pencil down, not pressing very hard. And you'll do that all the way across, connecting each set of points at the top with each set of points at the bottom. So now I have all of my vertical lines drawn. I'm going to go ahead and measure out my horizontal lines. So you're doing the same thing to measure out the horizontal lines. My ruler is too long. It's hitting the wall over there. So I'm going to start off with my 2-inch marker. It doesn't matter which inch marker you start off with, as long as it's lined up right along the inch and you're spacing out your stitch marks 1 inch apart. So it's the same exact concept, only we're placing our spaced out 1 inch stitch markers along the side edges of our drawing space. Okay. And then you go ahead and connect those sets of lines again. Keep your lines nice and light. Just let the pencil rest in your hand. So I'm erasing the excess, my lines went a little bit over my drawing border. And I'm gonna just erase that excess, those excess lines. And look, because I drew them so light, when I erase them, they disappear. If I were to draw my guidelines, my grid guidelines dark, I wouldn't be able to get rid of any excess marks that were created beyond my drawing border. So this way you can keep your white space of your paper clean. Okay, so that is a very precise 1 by 1 inch grid.